What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a little bit of a look at the One Piece Championship Final Season 1. We got a bunch of prizes to talk about, and this is frankly very, very awesome. Also, it has been revealed where Bandai Card Games Fest is going to be happening this season. So, the big ones, those ones... yeah, they've actually told us where and when they're happening, which is lovely. We have a list of locations, and there's 12 happening around the world. They start in September in Dallas. For me, in Europe, we got Dusseldorf in December. For the US, we've got Dallas in September, this first one coming up, but also Vegas in February. And then we've also got Bangkok, Taipei, Hangzhou, Manila, Jakarta, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Hong Kong, and of course, finishing off in Tokyo in March. For me personally, I should be in Dusseldorf. I always get a lot of questions when these big tournaments are revealed. I am planning to be in Dusseldorf. I can't guarantee at this stage, because we don't actually know when in December it is. And also there's, other things which could be happening. But I am expecting to be in Dusseldorf, and I'm very excited about it. I haven't been going to Japan for the March ones yet. I think next year might be the year I have to change that. But I do have a son who was born in March, so again, the date of that is going to be crucial, because if it is the weekend of my boy's birthday, fair to assume I probably won't be there. So we can't start planning properly for Bandai Card Games Fest yet. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot to be excited about. Bandai Card Games Fest is always awesome. So get those dates, or at least the months. Start planning as best you can, all right? Start planning as best you can. But the good news is we also have information about Championship Final Season 1. This one's going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be fun, and we do have a bunch of prizes that are on offer here as well. So maybe we should have a little bit of a chat about these. So we got ourselves an event pack. Now, essentially what we got here are just a bunch of previously released magazine promos in Japan, and now we've got them with championship stamps over here. So we've got ourselves the Zoro Juro from OP05. This was the anniversary book promo, but it is actually from OP05. The one that when attacking, if you got 3 or less life, you had a Don card from your Don deck active. And the Onami from OP06, which was actually in the same anniversary book over in Japan. On play, you give your leader or one of your characters banish, and as a trigger, you KO an opponent's character of a cost of 5 or less. We've then got the Tony Chopper promo that is by the artist of Me and Roboco, the mangaka of Me and Roboco, but it's Chopper in that style. And you get a nice 2k bump if your opponent has a character with a cost of 0, which is nice. Free cost 6k. We've then got the Koala promo, a little event promo we've had. Activate main once per turn, give a rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. Always fun to get that one back. Carrot, which was a magazine promo, it's just a blocker for Minx decks. We get ourselves the Ulti, which was an event promo again, a little casual event promo in Japan. Once per turn, when 2 or more Don in your field are returned to your Don deck, add a Don card from your Don deck rested, but then set a purple stage to active. I still think one day this one is going to end up being busted. We've then got the Limb, which was a promo as well. It's got blocker, and at the end of your turn, if you've got 2 or more rested Odyssey cards, this character becomes active. And then the Shanks, which was a magazine promo as well. Don X1, when attacking, trash a character from your hand, has to be a character, to give one of your opponent's characters minus 1k power for the turn, and then draw a card. All of those are cards we've seen before, but hey, now they've got a new stamp. Yay! Cool. And for what it's worth, the event packs come out thick and fast. You get 2 of them for participating, and then another 2 for top 512, another 2 for top 256, another 3 for top 128, another 3 for top 64, and then from there you get finalist versions we'll get to in a moment. Now, the other thing we've got coming in here is the Celebration Pack. Cool. We like this Celebration Pack. And essentially what we get here with this Celebration Pack is just another bunch of cool alternate art cards with lovely new stamps that we've seen running around in various places. So we got ourselves the Sanji from EBO1, which has got counter plus 2k, and Don X1 on your turn, you get an extra 1,000 power for every 3 of your rested Don. We got the Scratchman of Pooh from EBO1 that's got counter plus 2k, and on play, you rest an opponent's character of a cost of 2 or less. Good card sees play. The Charlotte Puddin from OPO3, which is just your vanilla Big Mum Pirate Searcher, which also searches Sanji because it's put in. We got the Tony Chopper from OPO4 that lets you play an animal card. We know that's a good card. The Rebecca from OPO4, which is your Dressrosa Searcher. We've got Charlotte Puddin, that on play, your opponent returns all cards in their hand to their deck and shuffles their deck, and then draws 5 cards. Another one we've seen a bunch, and you may notice some of these alternate arts do seem familiar, but like I say, they now come through with a stamp. We've got the Hitakiri Kamazo, it's got counter plus 2k, and once per turn on your turn, when a Don is returned to your Don deck, KO a 2 cost or less. We got the OPO7 Ace that's got blocker, and on play you draw 2 and then bottom deck 2. Great for consistency. The Kaku that's got counter plus 2k, and on play you can put 2 cards of a type, including CP, from your trash to the bottom of your deck to give an opponent's character -3 cost. Very good in those CP0 decks. The Edison that on play, if you've got 2 or less life, draw 2, trash 2. Plus it's got counter plus 2k and a trigger that if your leader is Vegapunk, you get to draw a card. The Wiper, which is your searcher for upper yard and then lets you play an upper yard. Remember, it does not have to be the one that search that is played. That's very important, especially if you've got one in hand. You can whiff the search and then just play the one you already had. And then the Hongo from OPO9 that's got counter plus 2k again. You might notice the vast majority, well, a bunch of these do at least. And the Hongo here, you can rest it, and if your leader is Redhead Pirates, you get to give it -2,000 power to one of your opponent's characters. So another bunch of just very cool alternate art cards that have a stamp. Now here you got to get to top 512 in order to get these, but you get 1 for top 512, 1 for top 256, 2 for top 128, 2 for top 64, and 2 for top 32, at which point they do then run out. We do have Uta sleeves coming in here for anyone that's interested. You get them for top 128, so you got to do quite well to get them. But then we've got ourselves the top player pack. And this is one that I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in. Because let's say I show you the Chopper, the Nami, and the Buggy. There's a reason why I would show you all 3 of these at the same time. These cards form a trio. The trio that they form is that they were the mail away from the Psycho Jump that came around, well, it was a May 2025 Psycho Jump. Obviously, we know the magazines actually come out earlier than that. They're just dated May. This was a trio of cards, and what you had to do was buy the magazine and then essentially use the code, enter it online, and then you would get the promos. I did get a very lovely person over in Japan who did actually get this magazine for me and enter the mail away. So I think I've got Japanese versions of these on the way, although the Japanese versions don't end up being that expensive. Well, it looks like these mail-away promos have now become promos for top players. And if you're wondering about the other 3, yeah, they're not the other mail-away promo we just had. Sorry about that. But we've also got a Luffy, a Perona, and an Ace. These make up your top player pack. And, yeah. These aren't going to be too easy. You get 1 for top 64, 2 for top 32. That's it. That's where your top player pack comes in. And remember, as you can see here, it's 1 card per pack and there's 6 different cards. So it's not like you get a set of these or anything along those lines. No, ladies and gentlemen, no, you don't. So it's going to be a little bit awkward. These are, of course, reprints. If we go back to the Chopper, it's one from OPO7. The Nami is the one from OP10, the Odyssey Nami. And then the Buggy is the one from Starter Deck 17. And then your Luffy's from OPO7, your Perona's from OP10, and your Ace is from Starter Deck 15. Those are going to be cards that people covet. But if you really covet them, have I got wonderful news? We've also got a finalist card set, and I'll just show you the two Perona side by side here. They are exactly the same. The only difference is they've got a different stamp with finalist. And actually, for what it's worth, that other pack I showed you, there is a finalist version of that as well. So here they are side by side, but these are a lot less interesting because they do have different stamps. They're just not quite as cool. The black stamp is the finalist version. The Goldie stamp is the regular version. It's not quite the same, really, is it? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I should say the event pack finalist version, which is the actual pack, you get 2 for top 32, you get 2 for top 16, you get 2 for top 8, you get 2 for 4th place, 2 for 3rd place, 2 for 2nd place, and 2 for 1st place. But then the finalist card set, which is the other one, the one with the mail away promos, you get them for top 16, top 8, and then the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd as well. There's a lot of cool stuff coming on here. A lot of exciting things about Bandai Card Game Fest. And like I've said, I am hoping and expecting to be in Dusseldorf for that one. And then we've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming for Championship Finals. But I've told you all of it now. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.